kid, today we are going to learn about small family or 5's complement. Okay, so where are we using this small family, why we need this small family concept, we'll give you with an example. So imagine this is an abacus and I'm going to do add 1. Okay, now I'm going to do add 3. Again I'm going to do add 1. Okay, for doing add 1 I don't have any beads at the bottom to do add 1. Right now I'm struggling here to do add 1. So the place where you struggle to do some addition or subtraction, this is the place we are going to think about the concept. So here we are going to do the small concept. So understood? Where are we going to do the concept? We'll give you with another example. Imagine I added add 2, again add 2, again I'm going to do add 2. I don't have 2 beads at the bottom to do add 2, right? Now I'm struggling here to do add 2. This is the place we are going to use the small family concept. Okay, with one more example. I did add 1 followed by add 5, then minus 3. I don't have 3 beads. Yes, I have only 1 bead to minus. I want 3 beads to minus at the bottom. If I have 3 beads, I can do it directly, right? But I don't have 3 beads to do here. So this is the place I'm struggling to do this minus 3, right? So in this place, you have to do small family concept. So until here, you will be clear where we'll be using small family concept, or it is also called as 5's complement. Yes. So in small family concept, the first thing you have to learn is who is the boss and who is the friend. Yes, so the boss is always 5. The boss is always 5. That's why we got the name called 5's complement. So here the boss is always 5. Anywhere in any sum in 5's complement, the boss is always 5. And what about the friends? The remaining number 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be having friends. Who is the friend of 1? The friend of 1 is 4. The friend of 2 is 3. The friend of 3 is 2. The friend of 4 is 1. Okay, so until this you have to be clear. So first thing, where we have to use the small family concept. Just a minute, got blurred. Yeah, first thing is you have to find where are we using this concept. Second thing, who is the boss and who is the friend of small family concept. The boss is 5, the friend is 1, the friend of 1 is 4, the friend of 2 is 3, the friend of 3 is 2 and friend of 4 is 1. Okay, now imagine a concept where a balloon is tied. Okay, a balloon is tied up to a weight. Yes, and in this balloon, the first balloon, I'm going to keep adding weight to the balloon. Okay, this balloon is tied up to a string and at the end of the string there is a weight, and I'm keep adding some weight. Okay, what happens to the balloon? Will they fly high? No, because as there is heavy weight at the bottom, what happens to the balloon? They will come down, right? So the balloon can't able to fly high, they will be coming down. Look into the second example. In this example, imagine I'm reducing the weight. So here there is heavy weight. Now what am I doing? I'm trying to remove this weight. Okay, so when I remove this weight, what happens to the balloon? Now they can fly high. Now they can go up. They can freely fly high because there is no weight attached to this balloon. I subtracted this weight, I removed this weight, so now the balloon can fly high. In the first concept, when there is heavy weight, that is when the weight is added, the balloon came down. When the weight is subtracted, the balloon went up. Okay, just remember this concept, and from this concept just try to understand that for addition it will come down and for subtraction it will go up. Okay. Until now you will be clear what is small family, who is the boss, where you have to use, and who is the friend, and the balloon concept. And in balloon concept, when you are adding weight, the balloon will come down, and when you are subtracting weight, the balloon will go up. Yes, so just remember that instead of balloon you have to remember the boss and the friend. Okay, so in addition the boss and the friend will come down, in subtraction the boss and the friend will goes up. Okay, this is in abacus. You are using that concept in abacus. So when it comes to abacus, just remember addition is a come down process, subtraction is a going up process. So in addition, who will come down? The boss and the friend will come down. In subtraction, the boss and the friend will goes up. Okay, so here is an example, 4 examples, and here The first sum is add 1 followed by add 2 and add 2. Okay, I can able to do add 1, then add 2 I can do, but again add 2 I can't able to do. It's because I don't have two beads at the bottom to do add 2. At this moment I have to use small family. Okay, so whenever you are doing small family, two thing you have to remember. Okay, so in the first sum, add 1 I did directly, add 2 also I did directly, add 2 again I can't able to do it. This is the place where I'm going to use small family. For which number? This add 2. For this add 2 I'm going to use small family. Yes, so whenever you are using any concept, two thing you have to remember, that is the boss and the friend. You have to find the boss and the friend. Okay, for every sums the boss will be same. The boss is always 5. Okay, but the friend will change based on the number for which you are going to do small family. Here the number is 2. For 2 you are going to do small family. The friend of 2 is 3. So the boss is 5 and the friend is 3. Got it? And in addition, what happens for add 3 for add 2 you are going to do small family. For addition, what happens? The boss and the friend will come down. The boss and the friend will come down. Let me say the question once again. Add 1 followed by add 2, then add 2 again. So for add 2 we don't have two beads at the bottom, and so we are going to use small family. If you are using small family, what are the two things you have to think? You have to think about boss and friend. The boss is 5 and the friend of 2 is 3. So the boss and the friend will come down in addition. So the boss is 5 which came down and the friend is 3 came down. Now the answer is 5. We'll go to the second example, which is add 2 and add 1. Add 2 you can do it directly. Again add 2 you can do it directly. But what about add 1? You can't able to do it because there is no beat at the bottom. At this moment you are going to use small family. For which number are you going to use small family? For add 1 you are going to use small family. Okay, so whenever you are using any concept, what are the two things you have to think about? The boss and the friend. Here the boss is 5. The boss is always 5. What about the friend? We are going to use small family for add 1, right? So who is the friend of 1? The friend of 1 is 4. So in addition, since we are going to use small family for addition, in addition the boss and the friend will come down. So the boss here is 5, the friend here is 4. So the boss and friend will come down. Now the answer is 5, right? Next, the third question. So here the third question, add 1 followed by add 2 and add 3. Add 1 you can do it directly, add 2 you can do it directly, but add 3 you can't able to do it. So here you are going to use small family. Whenever you are using any concept, the boss and the friend you have to think about, and the boss is 5, the friend is 2. Yes, let's do it. Add 1, add 2. Now we are going to do add 3. So we can't able to do add 3. So we are going to think about boss and friend. The boss is 5 and 2. So it's a addition process. So in addition comes down the boss, and who is the friend? 2 is the friend. 2 will come down. Now the answer is 6. Got it? And before going to the next sum, let me say you another sum that is related to subtraction. Okay, in subtraction what happens? The boss and the friend will goes up. Okay, imagine you are going to add 5. Okay, now we are going to subtract minus 3. Okay, can we able to do minus 3 here? No, there is no 3 beads at the bottom to do minus 3. So what you have to do? You have to use small family concept. So in small family concept, whenever using any concept, the first thing you have to do is you have to think about boss and friend. Okay, who is the boss? The boss is always 5. Who is the friend of 3? I have said to do minus 3, right? So you have to find the friend of minus 3. Who is the friend of 3? The friend of 3 is 2. What happens in subtraction? The boss and the friend should go up. Okay, so the friend and boss are 5 and 2. The 5 and 2 should goes up. Now the answer is 2.